Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. And as you can see, I'm bringing the mic a little bit closer. I've noticed listening back to some of mine, it's picking up more of the echo of the room than my voice. So here we go, right here. We've got our two astronauts back here I got for Christmas. They're bookends, but I liked them high-fiving. Let's show you guys those right there. We'll pull those out here into the light a little bit better, so you guys can see these guys giving high fives. High fives. A very agreeable community, if you will. You know what I'm saying. And yeah, I just hopped on here. I've got my sleepy tea right here. Smells like chamomile and just a hint of mint. And it's cooled down enough to sip, so good for me. I was hoping to go live a lot earlier today, been on a lot of meetings, a lot of good meetings today with people from the community, developers, mentors, other builders in the space. Randy Larsky's call was this morning. That was really cool. And yeah, I'm just waiting for a couple of things to come out, a couple of pieces of information so that I can share them with you guys. But I don't, let's see here. Let me ask him if he wants to jump on stream. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got some, that's Dawn. Dawn and I have been working on some information that we want to share with you guys. Some changes that we still have all these changes that we want to bring to the website. We've brought what I think is one of the coolest changes yesterday, which is a live free version of the Pink Mistwell game on mainnet. So that's been really, really fun to play with. We did notice that it's taking too long to find out who the winners and the losers are. And so we have actually, let me copy this and just send it to him in the meantime. Yeah. So we found that it takes too long to play it. So we're actually working on speeding it up because people need that adrenaline hit. You have to have the certain speed to gaming, to gambling, and to just keeping people's attention. So we're working on a couple of modifications there. And then, of course, once we get everything working out and it running smoothly, we can send people we can add money to it. We can add a stable token that you guys can play with. We were thinking about the buy-in being $1, but after seeing the fees on Pulse Chain, we've decided it doesn't make sense to spend $1 on a ticket and as much as some people are spending on fees. So we cut down on the fees, we cut down on the time it takes to get this stuff going. And then we raise the buy-in. So those two should kind of cancel each other out. You'll have a better chance of winning. And it'll take a lot less time to find out who's won the game. Well, I can share this with you. I'll show you the game that we had going. We had like 4 people in this game, and I think we still have looks like we still have 98 players left, and I have 8 of those tickets. So there's 90 people besides me still in the globe of death. And so I'll pull that up and show you guys that in just a second. Excuse me 1 second here. Boom. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Again, this is horrible streaming. Sitting here and texting on my phone not what you guys are here for. I understand that. Um, so I will just send this and see what happens from here on out. But let's see who's in here, and then we'll jump into this bop by Corian Investor, this really good tune he made. Just when I lost all hope, the bat signal ignites the dark skies. Love it. Howdy, kids. Howdy, Steve Stash. Good evening, Crypto Cat. Good evening. Great evening. Meetings are good if they are productive. Very productive. I didn't even I didn't even remember that meeting. I was thinking of all the meetings I've done today, and that was one of the best. Definitely. I haven't been burning gas all damn day. Oh yeah, spinning that. Evening Max, what's up, Hex Glenn? Hex Glenn has also been pointing some really cool stuff on our X community, which is called The Collective. And he's also been adding some cool art. He's figuring out some art tools there, I've noticed. We'll probably check that out as we roll through the 52 tabs of Boomers. I mean, I probably won't go through half of these just because not a lot has changed. We'll definitely go over price and charts. We'll go over the website. We'll go over how much time we have left till the next lottery drawing. And we will also go over our favorites like OX Bistro, Coin Market League, Hocus Pocus, Pulse Market app. I mean, it's insane. Another one, which I was retweeting earlier, Project Pi. Project Pi have some dangerously smart guys working over there on Project Pi. I mean, like they're tackling big, serious, huge issues for crypto. So I would definitely check them out. The tea's kicking in already. But yeah, they are, check them out. Project Pi. You can do liquid staking with your Pulse. So you can take a bunch of your Pulse, lock it up, and stake it. Liquid, and you can unlock it whenever you want, but it just earns more Pulse. And then they've been working on this agent, AI agent, where basically you can have it work with your wallet. So for instance, if you wanted to go and claim your rewards from your yield farm, if you wanted to convert something and send it on a bridge, things that are pain in the butt or very difficult and scary for some people, you can actually type in the AI agent and it will help you use crypto and move crypto and all sorts of things, and I think it's just going to get better with time. So we would love to use that as well in our project, so people can just tell the AI what they want to do with their fuel cells. Hey, I want you to grab the fuel cells from these 5 wallets and combine them into this wallet. Hey, I want you to tell me how high dark would have to go for me to vaporize these fuel cells and get some cashola, or get at least this much money. We got Crispy Man in the house. What's up, Crispy? 5555X. Crispy, another builder, another cooker. Hexfire.io is a place where you can get so much information. I mean, like it is a data person's heaven over there. Absolute fantasy. And Crispy has that kind of analytical mind, because this is the way I imagined Hexfire.io got started. Crispy Man was like, man, we should have a chart that shows this, and we should have a chart that shows this, and we should have a chart that shows, and then he built it. He just went out and built amazing charts that show you a lot of information in the Hex ecosystem, for sure. That being said, I'm going to just go and check back here in the green room, see if Don jumps in. I'll check in with the chat as well. But before we do that, let me bingo bango. Yeah, a lot of us build what we want to see in crypto. I really, really wanted to see the handful of tokenomics combined into one product, into one project. And that's really what got me headed down the road. I was sure someone would beat me to it. I was sure someone would build what we built, and then they didn't, because it's not easy. It's not easy building stuff, and code is hard. So let's jump into it. Let me play this tune by Corey, an investor, Dark Matter right here. Subs and animation by Zephyr Trips. Shout out to Zephyr Trips. He's always throwing down in our Telegram and on X. And so here we go.
I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we wanna. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGProject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the Telegram. Tap in. This for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Boating. Yeah, that is Corey Investor. I'm a big fan of that bopper. I would be dancing if I was not already halfway to bed. So I hope you guys are joining me. I hope you guys are sipping that sleepy tea. And when I hit end stream, we can all just snuggle up in bed and get some rest. Smoke Spider's in the house. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful Smoke Spider. Get a second. Smoke Spider has been editing her fingernails off. She's been absolutely killing it in editing a lot of the stuff that I've been making that are just long form, 2.5 hour, ramblings like I'm doing now, or like when I'm playing on my phone. And she's chopping that into digestible and entertaining and really cool tutorials. So we have a 20-minute tutorial on agproject.io that we can finally send to everyone that asks me the question, do you got do you got a short vid that kind of explains everything? The answer to that is just no. But we have something that can give you 1,000-foot view and get you started. And honestly, I mean, with the way things are going, the people that were minting J1, 2, 3, and 4, they are sitting in a really good position in this game. I'll just say that. Because there will eventually come a day when you won't get your dark back. So, you can have diehards minting. You have the evil address, which is going to mint no matter what. And people that want to win the lottery or think that their chances might get better as they go on with the lottery. Or they might mint just in case the evil scrape button comes live again. But there's going to be a point, obviously, where you're never going to get that dark back. They're the first ones, you're going to get your dark back plus some. But after that, it's really, who knows? Who knows? Because it all depends on how many people mint and hold on to theirs. And right now we've got almost 500,000 NFTs, but there's only 1 million dark, right? And there's, about a third of the dark in the treasury. So right now, as it stands, unless something unexpected happens, there's going to be a point where the game changes. And then at that point, it's going to be like, what do you do with Dark? Do you hold Dark? Do you provide liquidity? Do you pair it and bond it with something like Pink Mist Well? Do you convert it to the Pink Mist Well? I mean, these are all things that I kind of think I have an idea of how some of this stuff's going to go down, but I had no clue that this many people were going to mint. Like, I figured we'd have a 10% participation rate in the community and the mystery box, and so far we have had a 50% engagement rate with minting and the game. So 10 times or 5 times bigger than I thought it would be, or that we were doing crunching our numbers on back in the day. Let's see here. I'm going to share the screen. Yeah, boom, boom. Share the audio in case we play some tunes. If we play some tunes, I'm going to kill the YouTube feed so that YouTube doesn't come after me as much. X or Twitter is much cooler with what we're doing, or with playing whatever you want on their platform. They have the bots and the alphabet boys breathing down their neck. So here we go. Let's jump over to right here. Look at this. No expectation of profit. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And I said, Project Pi, check these guys out. Follow them. They're at Project Pi 314. Little nerdy there. Little nerd nod. I respect that joke right there. Yeah, Project Pi. Follow these guys and get in their spaces. Ask them questions. They melt my mind every time I talk to them, and I love it. I love it every single time they melt my brain. But if you guys come over to X, the place to be is in communities and the collective. If you don't find the collective, you can search it up here, or you can just click the link in our Telegram, and that'll take you here. Check this out. Update. Zephyr Trips cooked a little more. Very thoughtful. Thanks, my friend. Look at that. That is such a badass. There's no sound to it. Such a badass animation of the Pink Mist Well. I mean, that one is just crazy. Let's see here. The Zephyr Trips is also, look at this right here. Join the collective. Here's a J5 entry. So here's the deal. I don't think we even need J5 rules and retweets. We just need you guys. I mean, we definitely check this out. So he's got agproject.io. He's got the hashtags and Dark and Pink Mist Well. Dark, unfortunately, is showing this coin over on Solana, which is 2.2 cents. Let's give it up for them. Hey, good job that they do in the last 7 days. Yeah, ranging. Anyways, yeah, so we need to figure out how to get ours to show up here and what we have to type, but we will. Pink Mist Well, that is lovely. That's in the last 24 hours, kids. Right there, that little hop, skip, and a jump. That is magic. We were hinting about that in our Telegram, that you may or may not want to, oh, you can disable these too. I didn't know that. But yeah, you may or may not want to grab some Pink Mist Well. It is on the move again. It's in the most diamond hands we can see. But yeah, come here. Come into the community, the collective. And I'm just going to start considering these votes right now and just do it. I'll probably just do a message tomorrow in Telegram just saying, hey, or in here as well, just saying, hey, tag these people, do this, retweet it outside of the community, get some eyes on this beautiful art and just the fun that this community is having right now. So yeah, please go there. Anti-Gravity, our favorite website in the entire world. If you go to the homepage right here, which I don't think I can get to the homepage from here. I would have to go. Yeah, I guess we should have a link back to the homepage, but either way, we'll go here and then we'll use this link. This link takes us to XYZ. Did you know you can use agproject.io and XYZ? AGXYZ? Boom. Those are Those are both offers there. And you can see we got the Pink Miss Well game right here. Will you be the last DGen standing? Win a bag of dark and e-die. I love it. I love it. But we also have the minting phase. Looks like the minting phase isn't for about 27 days. We have about 27 days left in Journey 4. And if we go to the beta page and we go to the lottery, we got 4 days and 16 hours. So basically 4 days and then the next morning. So what is it? So it's Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think this is Saturday morning, kids. Saturday morning, I believe this kicks off the first drawing. There's currently no evil bonus right now. The next jackpot is going to be given out 2,000 to, let's see here. This is going to be very, very similar to the very first lottery. Very, very similar to the first lottery. So you're going to, right now the math works out to 1 1/4, 3 3/4, 7 1/2 for the 3 payouts if your fuel cell hits. Even if your fuel cell doesn't hit the lottery, which gives you, free money, you just hit scrape. And I'm going to have to sign in probably. Yes, sir. Let me sign in. Yeah, you can get some free money here, this is really the icing on the cake, this start that you're getting here. But and you can scrape this, go straight in your wallet. But whether you win the lottery or not, each NFT turns into a piggy bank, and that piggy bank fills up with dark, the most scarce token in the universe. And this scarce in crypto for sure. This scarce thing gets paid out to these, and you're basically competing with each other to see who will mint more and who will hold longer, at least up to a point. And then, like I said, the games change, the rules change, the motives change when we figure that out. And we will get that information to you as soon as possible. We shared a spreadsheet with you, prematurely, that had some incorrect information on it, and it was basically it was if dark was inflationary, which of course dark is not. There's less than 1 million dark ever in existence. So yeah, check that out. Vaporize page, you can check your fuel cells here. So if I went here and I clicked 52 and then I went to view selected fuel cells, you can see all these J4s that I have right now. They don't have any yield. But if you get down here to the J3s, J3's got 5% of a dark in them. And then the threes, that was a 3, yeah, 5%. If you get down here to a 2, which is just loading for a second, if you get down to a 2, you have almost 10% of a dark back already. And then if you have the J1s, I'm telling you guys, Michael Jordan J1s, they disappeared off of Pulse Market. I have not seen any more added, but those things are already back to 13. A little more over 13% of their dark is already paid back in 3 payments. That's pretty good yield for 150 days, give or take. That's not too bad. So check that out as well. And then of course let's jump into Pink Miss Well game right here. If you click Pink Miss Well game, you can join. Anyone in the world can hit this snipe 'em button, which by the way is it's satisfying. I gotta say that it's nice. I don't know, you guys, gunshot, the reload. I'm loving that. Let's see. Right now I'm paying, since this is on mainnet, it is where I'm paying about 5 cents to eliminate a number from inside of here. Again, another reason why we're probably going to increase the buy-in to $5 and the entries down to $100. So there we go. Sniped them. We eliminated 65. It's got a little squirt gun. I love the squirt gun. That's a good touch. Good touch, kids. Yeah, so the squirt gun. And what we're going to do is this right here. Oh, look, I think it's staying up because I'm hovering over it. If I go away, it disappeared. We're going to have that much bigger up here, and we're going to have it stay for 10 seconds instead of 3. Boom, someone just eliminated 279. So as you can see, there's 63 players left. There's 5 tickets tied to the demo account here. And I just lost some men. I just lost. So all of the numbers that are red are numbers that have been taken out. The green numbers are still in play. So I've got 5 of the numbers still in play. I've got 2, 6, 11, 14, 18. Do you guys think it's good luck if I were to look at my numbers to see them a little bit closer right here? I mean, these are basically my numbers right there. Yeah, 2, 6, 11, 14, 18. These are my numbers right there. Those 5 numbers right here. Those are my numbers. So I'm going to zoom in real close right here. And I think that this is, oh, look, yeah, 269 was eliminated. This might be good luck. It might be good luck not to see your numbers. It might be good luck to see your numbers. But let's shoot it again, baby. Fee right now is about 5 cents to fetch that number from the random number generator. We would like to incorporate the Whisper random number generator when it's ready. Right now, we are using our own random number generator back and, just hidden. It is provably fair. We can show you guys what the answers are, just right after the game starts. But yeah, look, 66, 312, and something. So I've still got my 6, 2, 11, and 14. Let's keep shooting, man. I mean, we do have a lot of shooting left. We have 58 of these to go. And I did find a hack, if you will, where if you just reload the game, it'll let you hit snipe them over and over and over again. It doesn't make the blockchain confirm any faster. So sometimes you'll get like 5 that come in at once. And if you're on any of these wallets, you have a high chance of getting a bunch of stuck transactions if the fees go up. Look at that. I'm still hanging on 200. Snipe another one, baby. 5 cents again. Mm-hmm. 201 and 306. And that one was about 10 cents right there. So like I said, you don't have to hit the number every time unless you're the only one playing, which doesn't make for betting reasons. 44, 361. These 5 are hanging in here pretty good right there. In fact, if we went like this, and we just watched them on top, just spin around up here and see if any of these disappear. That row. So this top row, that's us. That's my numbers. Us. That's my numbers. Not sure which range Hex T Armstrong grabbed, but do we have someone, a mysterious man in a car, that's here to join us? Mr. Don, the hexiest man in the world. 4 years in a row, he's won that title. I don't know what it's going to take next year to bring home the title, but I have faith. I mean, he's got sponsors lined up around the block.
Did you not hear me?
I couldn't hear you for a second.
You can now, though?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, very kind words. The title is not won. You can only win it through Pink Mist Whale playing.
Well, the thing is, like, how during beauty contests, people will like play an instrument or act or do some sort of, twirl baton.
Yeah.
Well, Don brings a laptop on stage. And then, I don't know if you guys have seen Shin Lim in Vegas, the card guy. But basically, he does that on a spreadsheet live. And all the judges are like, damn, we can't deny what this guy can do on a spreadsheet. And look at him. He's so handsome, can fire, like he just gets the keyboard smoking with his fingers. It's a real crowd pleaser.
That is very kind. Spreadsheets are fun. I like math for sure.
Yeah. My daughter's like, are you good at math? And I'm like, when it comes to money, I'm okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at money math, but if the math doesn't have to do with money, I just can't figure it out.
You just have to put it in context, just
Exactly.
make it sound like it's about that.
Yeah. Speaking of money, have you had a chance to pull up the version of the free Pink Miss Well game?
Not not this evening.
All
Last
right. Well,
night I was having issues too.
yeah.
And
Oh,
StreamYard lately is requiring that you sign in with YouTube to even get in. Did you know that?
no, I didn't, but we're down 2 players. We had 5 before I came and let you in, and 2 of those are gone.
I do
Some,
like the interface a lot better though, and the colors.
yeah, some son of a bitch killed 16 and 11, I believe. So like I've got my 3 numbers left, and it's kind of cool. It shows you your numbers up here. So I got 3 numbers, and it shows on the board the green ones are still in it.
Hold on, I'm
And there's
trying to maximize
48
the screen
players
size.
left. 44 players left, dude. 4 more people just got blasted. I've got 3 out of the 44, so I'm sitting at about 9% chance.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
No, not bad at all. There are going to be 2 improvements to this game that will make it considerably shorter, like much shorter. So you're going to find out if you won or lost in a timely manner. Here, this has been like you wake up in the morning. It's like milking a cow. Like you wake up, you snipe all
For
morning,
sure.
snipe in the afternoon, you snipe in the evening.
Right.
And 41 was just eliminated. And yeah, but there are some things they're already coded in the game. We just have to build out the front end for a couple of options here. They're going to make this much faster and exciting. So as soon as those are available, I will bring those to you.
Excellent.
Yeah. And I also told them there's some information that we've been working on and trying to figure out in the background that I think will greatly affect people's minting behavior going forward. And also, it might also affect how hard they try to go get those older fuel cells. So expect the unexpected is what I keep seeing in our Telegram, and I think that's I love the sound.
Yeah, it's a damn good sound.
Yeah, I just finished watching The Accountant. Well, I went and watched The Accountant 2 at the movie theater the other day on Sunday, and then tonight
with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Oh, you're kidding me! I had no
I
idea
couldn't remember
there was
number
a new
1.
one. Oh,
What's
one
that?
was great. I had no idea there was a new one. Oh,
Okay,
I'm so
well,
excited for that.
In my opinion, the second one is better.
Hey, love it. That's excellent.
I liked them both quite a bit. But wait, did I just lose another number? Nope, I got my 3. I've got 2, 18, and 14. Still hanging in there as people are taking them out. 257 was eliminated. I think we might actually finish this game on stream. I did not expect that. I was just going to wait for the next version to be deployed and then show you guys a couple of things we changed to crank up the adrenaline and dopamine on this bad boy. All right, 168, 288. Looking good. The very first game that I played with one of our devs. We'll call him Eddie because he likes Eddie.
Yes, Eddie, indeed.
I'm playing with Eddie. I have 300, basically, almost 300. I have 270 of these, right?
Right.
He has like 100. So I have 269.
You have lion's share. Yep.
He made it to the last 2.
What?
I had 2/3, over 2/3 of it. And he literally made it to the end. It was like me and him. And so see, this round, ticket number 60, that's my account. If this wasn't meant to be, then it would have been his account number right there.
Man.
Bananas, kids. Oh, wait a minute. I just lost 14. Son of a bitch. I got to pay attention. I got to get closer to this globe. And look at my 2 buddies up in the top. Is that the
superstition that you got to be closer to it? Is that the...
Well, I'm testing out the theory that if you can see your numbers, you have better luck. But then the other idea is you put them around the screen where you don't see them as well. and maybe looking at them is looking at the numbers good or bad luck is what I'm trying to
Ooh,
figure out.
I've got an idea, dude, and
Yeah.
I'll share it with you off stream. It just be a fun idea.
All
I'll
right.
text it for right now, but just to think of it so I don't forget it.
Okay. Yeah, but our devs have cooked so fast. They've done so many things in such a short amount of time. I cannot say enough good things about our team. They are
Oh yeah, I
absolutely
couldn't be
killing
more
it.
pleased with them.
Yeah.
Just for, I mean, for so many reasons. But
Yeah, I
so
found a
pleased.
very interesting thing out today that I'm definitely. Oh, there it was. They got my 2. They got me 2. I'm down to 18, bro. 18. I got one dude fighting against 26. I don't think I'm gonna last very long.
Dang.
18, man. But you gotta keep shooting. That's the
How many
game,
more
bro.
people are on, you said? Sorry,
25.
the car's moving now, so I'm not
Yeah,
able to look at the screen
25.
as much.
There's 25 left. So my chances of winning went from 9% to I don't know what 1 in 25 is. 4? Yeah, 4%. Yeah. My chances are not good. This is not working well. Couple things I did notice today that we can talk about is that the liquidity pair, the ratio on Pink Miss Well and Dark went crazy. As the market went down, we saw some big owners of Dark buying Pink Miss Well.
Wait,
And
which market? Which market went? I mean, I was not tuned into the charts very much today.
basically Pulse Chain just slumped
Okay,
a
yeah.
little more.
I saw a slight slump. I didn't see anything.
Yeah. But while that
Bananas.
was happening, I think it was close to $30,000 to $40,000 moved from Dark into Pulse into Pink Miss Well.
Wow.
So I think some people know something about Pink Miss Well that others don't, because it pushed the price of the ratio down, pushed the price down, but the price went down with everything. Dude,
Right.
I still have 18. Dude, I still have 18. It's my only one left. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, so 18's in the background. Maybe that'll save it from getting shot. The 18 down there in the very center. We're
Yeah,
just going
I
to keep
see it.
shooting until we get a winner. The winner of this game gets 3 J1 fuel cells. That's a damn good deal, kids.
Extremely generous.
I'm still in there. And if I win by some chance, which I don't, it does not look like I'm going to win, I would just give them to second place. But yeah, this is going to be fun. It'll be a lot. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the surprises, but there are a couple good surprises here where it's going to make this game. We're still stuck waiting for the confirmation time on Pulse Chain, which isn't long, right? Like every 10 seconds, we should be hitting numbers. The problem is that every wallet does a horrid job of estimating gas. 88, 114, they're gone. I think the other person shooting this right now is, I'm guessing, either Hex Glenn or Hex T Armstrong, that has this other slew of numbers that's spinning around.
Those are the two that are fighting right now. Is Hex Glenn and Hex T.
45 and 304. Yeah, and like I said, the problem was the very first game we had, it was just me and my team hitting the button, for almost like a full day. And the fees added up to like $30-$40, and they weren't bad. And so we think we can get the fees down to like $10 total, amongst all the.
Meaning for the entire game? Like for
the entire
beginning
game.
to end.
Yep.
And that's fees to the chain, you're saying?
What's that?
Validators. I mean, fees to the validators, is that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're meaning? Like to gas,
fees,
essentially.
The Pulse Chain fees, yeah. So right here, the fee right now is about 6 cents on this one. My 18 is staying alive. Look at that baby back there. Just circling, watching out for bullets. Yeah, did Dude, if you come down here, I go up there. We've got to go watch the Accountant too, man.
Oh, dude,
Like,
I mean, absolutely.
I will.
The
I will.
first
I
one was back
promise.
in what, 18 or 17?
Oh,
It
it was
was
forever ago. It was
8 years ago
350.
or so.
Kendrick, whatever her name is, Anna Kendrick, the girl that looks like she swallowed her mouth. I call her Tiny Mouth when I see her on screen. I
Oh
think her
my
name
gosh,
is
I'm gonna
Anna
Google her.
Kendrick.
What's her name? Anna Kendrick.
She looks like 12 in that movie. It looks like she was too young for the
I know who you
Al
mean.
Capone
Yep,
ones. Yeah, it
I
was
know
it
who you
was a
mean.
while ago, like a while ago. But definitely, if you've seen the first one and you like the first one, I think you'll really like the one. 18. Oh, I was just taken out. I was just
No.
taken out, bro. Bro, we have 4 of these going down, and you know what? Hang on.
So who's it gonna be between now?
Boom. We have to wait for this to show up right here. So, so many people were shot at the end that we don't know who the last one was until it pops up on the board over here. So let me refresh my screen and see if it fetches this board. There it is. Okay, so I won the first round. There's my address. Round 2, number 146 was the lucky number, and that ends in 0.2964. So if you guys are owner of this number, send me the rest of your address, and I'll honor that prize because you guys have stuck it out. This is going to be the longest, hardest game of Pink Mist-Well I think that's ever played. So, yeah, this is a lot of fun. And remember, like, this is going to add buy pressure to Dark and other tokens possibly. And so this will actually be a real, true revenue stream for the Anti-Gravity project, and that's pretty rare in crypto.
Extremely rare. Sorry, dude. I realized that it was on mute. You couldn't hear me, but I could hear you. But yeah, no, it's impressive, man.
Yeah. So come here, play with the globe, spin the numbers around, have some fun, and spend some real gas money on a fake game. And once this gets smooth, we're looking at $5 buy-ins on
Well,
this
let
one.
me ask you this: what are thoughts of? Well, I mean, we could talk about this offline as well, but just trying to think, what are thoughts of gasless transactions per signature, given the way it's currently designed?
We can ask our one dev about that.
Like, just because I know that it's usually just to sign kind of like you're checking in or like you're
Yeah. Yeah, it should not be that big of a function. So we might have that looked at as well because obviously the lower the fees, the more people are going to play it.
Oh, exactly. Well, especially since they just go to the validators, which is good. We need validators to get taken care of. However, when it can make a game cost a lot of money, it's I've seen the feature used in a lot of other things that aren't necessarily multiple pings like that, but it's when it's just something that doesn't even need to be a financial transaction.
Yeah. And right now, anyone can join the game right now. So this is a new game. You'll see this progress bar go all the way across as we get 369 people in here. 369 is a cool number. It's just too many people in one game.
Right.
So we're going to drop this to 100 right here. 100 participants, because also 100 sounds better. 1 in 100 chance sounds better than a 1 in 369 chance.
This is true,
right? And like I said, we'll do the buy-in from $1 to $5, and then because we never want the fees to be close to the cost of the game, right?
exactly.
So we'll be taking a look at optimizing those as well. Coin Market League, I've been getting a bunch of you guys have been out here voting for Dark and Hex and Carpe Diem, and I can't say thanks enough. We really want to get these back up on the top so that we get people's eyeballs. This is an opportunity of eyeballs. It looks like I'm gonna have to come back here. This one does this weird thing here, even if I refresh it. But Coin Market League, follow them on Twitter. And then, of course, OX Bistro. What's for sale today at the Bistro? There's this ASIC token that showed up. ASIC's gone, so ASIC had a good deal on
ASIC,
it.
like as in Pulse Bitcoin. Remember there was ASIC and other things like that, or something different.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, these are all on Pulse Chain. So, Yep Token has a good deal on about 3.75 million of those. SQL was in the green earlier. Now it's in the red. Out of the money. Dark Matter's a little bit out of the money right now. It's still a couple of dollars difference from what this was originally, listed at. But as you can see, this listing actually goes down as the price of these tokens go down. So they kind of go up and down together. So that creates some really good ARB opportunities. If these coins go up in a lot of value and Dark stays still, you can actually snatch it for even less money. And then we have the Bribe token, which Fast Abdul is opening that up. King 2, it's in this. Here's our Dark for $1,000. At Dark for $1,000, it might just be for fun. It might mean something. We're just going to leave it there. Expires in about a year. Yeah, go for it.
Please remember that. Remember that was up there for that rate.
Yeah, that $1,000 one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Our actuator, $66, is still paying out 70% APR, and it's paying out. We got 58 hex in the last.
What was the
days.
APR you said it was paying?
70.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's been as high as 126. So don't sleep on actuator. You want to get some liquid stakes and some liquid t-shirts, and you can just put them here to work. There, nothing here is locked on this one. I can take these out. I can undo my liquidity, and I can have my Hex Time token shares back and my Hex back. I can go dump them on the market anytime I want to. So this is all liquid, this whole system. Unless you take the actuator tokens and put them in the vaults, which I've been checking this out on my other account, and they have to stay in the vaults for 90 days. And if you add to the vault, it resets that clock. So there's a 90-day commitment here. Yeah, 90-day commitment here. But these actuators pay you Hex Time tokens. So these pay you back liquid T-shares if you're willing to lock them for 90 days. I said nobody.
That's very interesting.
I hope people pay attention on RH Max's conference coming up in May, because Bill's going to be there, who I have my tutorial with, and hopefully it clicks for more people what an amazing yield and system this is built over there. Let's see here. Pulse Market app. Looks like there's still 5 J4s for sale, and they're listed at 1.1 dark. Let's go to the price ones. Yep, there's still 5 of those, 1.1 dark, so 10% premium.
That's so
over
beautiful.
What it was
being able to mint, exactly, 10% premium.
Yeah,
being able to still get them though if you missed. Exactly.
Yeah, you can still get some. That's really cool. The better way, the really amazing way right now to get them, and I'll talk about that right here, is we look at the Ping Miss Well chart.
Hold on, let me look real quick.
If you go buy 50,000 Ping Miss Well tokens, which is about $15, and send that $15 of Ping Miss Well to the Ping Miss Well, you will receive 1 J4 fuel cell. So if you do this method, it's $15 a fuel cell. If you do it the other method, it's $14.50 times 14%. So let's see here. Yeah, so about 15. It's $1 more you're going to pay on Pulse Market app. Or here's the kicker: if you send $500,000 Pink Miss Well to the Pink Miss Well address, you get 10 J4s and you also get a dark token. So you're saving basically a buck
Dang, not bad. So you're
NFT.
saying, so you're saying that again, it's hard when I'm not sitting right in front of the computer, but you're saying that if someone, so basically if you miss the mint and you add dark, you'd basically get, for 1.1 dark, you'd get a J4 fuel cell, which, as we know, the lottery has not yet happened either of the 3 drawings. However, if not, if you go the Pink Mist Whale route, you said that's slightly more expensive or slightly less expensive than the
It's
dark.
less expensive. So if you go the Pink Miss Well route, you're saving a buck and you're getting a bonus dark if you do a pack of 10.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
So does that almost neutralize the the fact that there's a premium?
Well, no, this would actually be a better deal than when people minted.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
That's
what
crazy.
I mean. So yeah, it more than neutralizes it.
Yeah, crazy. And I told people on Randy's group this morning, I said, hey, when we told you guys J1 through J4s are going to be a big deal, congratulations to everyone that minted them and got them. You know? And then I told them, expect the unexpected. But yeah, look at this price in Pulse. It's just a stair step, just a set of stairs headed up, and we're already back to 00229 after our all-time high was 0004, and then we had the drop and a pretty fast recovery, if you ask me. It looks like more people are buying right now and pumping this back up.
And which chart is that again? It's I can't see it.
This is the Pink Miss Well.
Oh, still Pink Miss Well.
Yeah,
okay,
Pink Miss Well Pulse.
I thought, I heard you say the Pulse chart, so I thought maybe you were looking at the Pulse chart.
Yeah, Pink Miss Well.
How big was the dig today on Pulse? Like, what was the?
Where did Pulse fall to?
Exactly.
I had them here in one of these watch lists. Looks like I don't have them on here either.
But it just lost essentially like recovery progress. It didn't, make new lows or anything like that.
Some of them did and some of them didn't.
Some meaning of the cores?
Yeah, let me see here.
Made new all-time lows?
Let's see. Let me double check.
I was not aware of that.
In a lot of meetings today, so I didn't get as much time to stare at the chart.
Same thing.
And I was focused on some liquidity pairs and adding a lot of liquidity back to certain pairs.
Right.
And so, so Pulse and Pulse X. No, this one's still climbing up. That's Log Auto on the daily chart, still working its way up.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say but you said some of them made all-time lows?
Some of them are slumping. Like if I do Pulse X, it might have gone up since I saw it earlier today. But
you said Hex?
Pulse X.
Oh, Pulse X, gotcha.
Yeah, so here's Pulse X. Not looking as strong. Still looking good from back here, but this is a lot of sell pressure right there.
Yikes. Yeah, just from this distance, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, and then
that was the daily chart?
Yeah, that's the daily chart.
Gotcha.
Let's check incentive token. That one will tell us a lot about SolidX and no permissions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the Pulse X one because it's got more liquidity. There we go. Yeah, see, it's not a good look on ink.
Mm-mm. Wow. And that's which is each one of those candles? Do you have it as like 4 or what do you have?
These are daily.
Candles? Okay, so it's the daily. Okay, that's
so it kind of looks like a horse or an elephant trunk is what I called it earlier.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So wait, which that one's not that is ink?
This is incentive token
Yeah,
and
ink.
PulseX. So if the incentive token looks like this, then
Wait, you
I'm
said it's that
guessing
priced in PulseX?
no, this isn't dollars. So it's like $1.26.
I see. But this is the ink chart.
Yeah, that's the ink chart, which means if we look at the SolidX chart,
How loud is the background noise?
I don't hear any background noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll check the chat and see if anyone's complaining about it, but it
Okay, yeah,
sounds
because I keep
pretty
muting, but
good to
I
me.
keep taking my eyes off the road every time I try to mute.
Yeah, see, look, this elephant trunk right here. So yeah, SolidX and ink are getting a little bit of gas taken out of them. It looks like interesting, which is crazy because no permissions just just announced they burned like 1 million tokens.
Yeah, I saw that. Was that this morning or was that yesterday?
I believe it was yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
But yeah, see, they got a little bit sharper, but the elephant nose is going on there too. A trunk.
I mean, that's the thing is, Hart's Law, Solid X is obviously tied to that. And I mean, we think we're going to see cool things with Solid X. That's a good token, I believe.
Yeah. This is the token I like to think about when I think about Hart's Law. This crazy thing going on right here.
Is this PMW again?
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
like I
dude.
said,
Well, of course,
um,
it's one of our favorites.
in the Pink Miswell wrap pulse pair, there's been 3 grand of volume, which is not too bad. 38 grand of liquidity with pulse, and then if you do dark and pink mist, well, the dark, as you see, it went out of range today. People had those tight
Right?
bands that were like right around here to right around here.
Right.
And when it popped out, it popped back up here, but 9mm had an old price feed. I'm going to show you guys something that'll blow your
Did
mind.
it pop out of all ranges that were
It
up
just
there?
popped out of the main range that we had with dark and
Okay,
King
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
super tight band. It popped out of there, so I
The
had to
10%
reset
range?
it. Yeah, and so I mean I actually there's $10,000 of V2 range just to cover everything,
Right.
and then there's 10 band that I saw and a 20 band that I saw 20% band. So it's relocked in here. And so if people continue to buy Pink as well, which a ton of people have, in fact, let's see. So it's only 20. Where's the volume again? $25 in volume in Pulse. That's kind of crazy. Let's check what it is
As
in.
opposed, wait, what was the other? Oh, it was in dark, right? The
Oh
3K
wait,
was
no,
that in
this is
dark?
it. This is it. So this is interesting. Uh, it's 80
Gosh, I
grand,
am so not
79
used to
grand
not
in
looking at the screen
liquidity.
when we're streaming. I
Yeah.
seriously feel
No,
such at a disadvantage, man. It's like
no, you're
it
good.
feels
There
like I
was
don't have legs.
25,000, almost $26,000 between dark and pink Miswell today in volume.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and that's on about a $80,000 pair.
Dang.
So, yeah, about more than a third, almost a half, was moving there. And I even wrote in the Telegram, I said it might be a good time to buy some pink Miswell, not financial advice. It's my humble opinion. Just going to leave that there. And it looks like, people have been jumping in there to see if they can catch it before it makes another all-time high.
Well, have you looked at the holder count? What's the holder count sitting at?
The old accounts say about you're still there? Yep, here's Dark and Nope. Dark and Nope is back to a few grand liquidity. It's nice to see, at least on this one, V2. Right here. Interesting. Let's see, Actuator. Actuator has fallen through its oh wait, no, let me do auto. Yeah, Actuator actually it's tapped this previous floor right here, but it looks like it's being, defended pretty well at this level. And then of course, Home We Don't Play Dat, the DAT token is still on this arch right here to see what happens. Randy said we weren't selling this one enough because we're all compounding it and farming it and selling on OX Bistro, so it's not hurting the price. It's not getting it down there, this is a great looking chart as far as the beginning blood waterfall. Looks like we're coming into more of a range right now, and we'll see what happens once it comes out of this range, whether it goes up or down. Let's see here. I think I covered all those ones. Yeah, interesting stuff. So like I said, check Pulse Market app for any of the J1s. If they show up on here, they don't tend to last long. Home We Don't Play Dat Farms. Look at this. It's showing my Actuator token. So we've made $5 in Actuator token on $70 in like 30 days or something like that. In 34 days. So in 34 days, we've made $4 out of 70, which doesn't sound that impressive until you realize, like, if you add some zeros behind those, that gets absolutely wild. Let's see here. Catch up with you guys in chat here. I don't know that about Dark. That sucks. Pumping the soul, Dark, bro. Boo. Yeah, I know. We need to figure out. I gotta figure out who to reach out to fix that and get a Dark or even if we have to do Dark M or Dark Matter, that's still worth having our actual price up there. 69 tickets left. Let's end it on this stream. Is anyone in chat the one that won with that number? I tried to play it last night, but the electricity went out on the house here. I cranked up my truck stereo at a stoplight, and 3 people ducked when I pressed the snipe button. Dork. Oh my. I can only imagine that. Everything but liquidity. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner. Hexy Armstrong, that's me. Oh yeah, let's see. Ends in 522964. Let's check this one right here. Yep, 2964. That is you. All right, let's do this. I got to write that down on that piece of paper. And our dev is actually cooking, right now. Cooking. Sending me some messages. Maybe we should just have him come on stream and explain to us how far those buttons are out. Hex T Armstrong. All right. It's written down on this piece of paper, which means you should receive payment anywhere from 2 to 18 days. Just kidding. I usually do have to go through and put some of those in there like that. Look at this. 185 of you psychopaths, you degenerate gamblers, you crazy people have already filled up the top half of this globe. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like an eyeball when you do that right there. That looks kind of cool. All right, yeah, you guys can fill this up and play. I don't know if we'll make it through the next game because we might redeploy the contract to try something else. Yeah, Don's having technical problems and a dying phone. All right. So let me see if there's anything else I want to definitely check on in here. This is the thing that was really pissing me off today. when I was setting liquidity and looking at these prices and stuff. If you go to 9 millimeter, there's 100 dark for Pink Miss Well. There's quite a bit of liquidity, and it's like, okay, cool. It's got a trading fee of 2 dark, and it's got a price impact fee of less than 1%. And so basically it's saying for 100 dark, you're going to get 4.875 4.875 million and some change. If you go over to Pateas and you type in the same thing, this one shows a 1.13 slippage right here. But it's offering you 4.875 instead of 4.8. Well, they're correct. 4.875. I do know before earlier today. So let me ask you a question. Sometimes they're much lower on 9 millimeter. I do not go where they're getting their price feeds. But check this out. Actually, let me pull this up here. Yeah, check this out. If you're paying 44, if you're paying 1% less or about 1% less, shouldn't you get more Pink Miss Well? I mean, they do have the trading fee of 2 dark here. I see that one. That's quite fucking hefty. But yeah, I don't know that this is. Make sure you're checking your dexes, I guess is what I'm saying. Check Pateas, see what deal they're giving you, and check 9 Exchange. It could save a ton of money by looking at both these. And also, when you go to add liquidity slowly, and just $5 at a time if you have to, just to get it established. Because sometimes these ratios are off so much that, yeah, you can get jacked by the bots. The bots will steal your money and your soul. So check that out. Let's see here. There's that. Here's our Nostradamus chart. As you can tell, we are rounding up. We have till May 3rd. I believe, yeah, May 3rd is going to be the next chance for people to dump their tokens after the drawing of the first lottery, second lottery, third lottery, all in J4. And then right after we pay this lottery, the Treasury pays out to all the piggy banks, and it kicks off a new minting cycle of J5. So, yeah, don't miss that. That's going to be a lot of fun. You see here, did he come up? Yep. So congratulations, Hexty Armstrong. I'll give you 1 dark for that cash money. Ooh, look at that. Wheeling and dealing. Get your tickets. You only have to pay a little gas for any amount of tickets. All right. Have a link for that Pink Miss Well game? Oh, I sure do. You just go to AG Project, just like it says by name here, agproject.io, and then you are just going to click on the Pink Miss Well tab. It'll take you there. You connect your wallet. You're ready to go. Steve Stash. It's okay. So he's actually done the entire thing with the actual link, with the forward, with the subgraph. That's great. So thank you very much, Steve Stash in the house. Thanks. So it's a 243 million cap. 234 million cap. Are we talking about, I'm trying to figure out what that one is. Yeah, so Rich says it's 0.0. Oh, this is the Pink Miss Well we're talking about. Let's take a look. If we go to Pink Miss Well token, it's showing that it is a $289,000 market cap on the Pink Miss Well right now. Yeah, because there's 1 billion tokens. So basically, you just move this back to about 9 spaces, and that's how you get your market cap on the Pink Miss Whale. Right now it's at 2977. I think it's going to be a quick trip back up to 4, or at least up to these, to these right here. I think it will be a nice easy pop up there. There's so much buy pressure and so little of this going on the market, thanks to the Pink Miss Whale, that don't sleep on that one. Do not sleep on that one. Let's check the liquidity. Let's get into the liquidity here and see what's going on. Some things have changed today. We will see if what happens if I click paste. Oh, that's a StreamYard link. Here, let me grab our smart contract from the top of our page. That makes it nice and easy. And go back over here to this one. We'll paste dark matter contract. We'll see where liquidity is sitting today with that one. Well, I think for some reason it didn't save it there. There we go. Sorry, scan. All right. So we got $102,000 in liquidity, it seems. You've got 12,000 in Pulse X V2. You got $440 in 9mm V2. And then you've got 10,000 in 9-inch V2. That's really interesting. And then V3, that's where you got 79,000, which is kind of interesting. We'll see how that's spread out and what that's paired to. But a lot of top one right now is DAT. DAT token has more liquidity tied to it than any other token, and then Nope token has $3,000, Most has $3,000, and Pink Miss Whale has $2,000 on V2. Scroll down here to the V3 pools. We have about $75,000 tied to Pink Miss Whale, which should pull more of the orders through there than it does, but does have a 2% fee. And then you've got 1,000 of Tetra P, some Nope that's paired up here, and a couple others going down to even the DAT token taking a swing at the legs of this baby right here. That's cool. Okay, so now we'll go here and let's check the liquidity on good old Pink Miss Whale. Come on, baby. Oh, this is it right here. Sorry. Yeah, it ends in 33B872. And it looks like that it's sitting on about $40,000 of liquidity, which is kind of insane because it's not, I don't think it's reading the V3 correctly unless it's just putting it all on dark. So yeah, Rat Pulse has $38,000 on V2. Not bad. Dark has about $3,000 on V2. Not bad. And then Dragon and Gold. So yeah, it's pairing it. It's weird when you pair it. It seems to be pairing with one of the names, but not showing up on both. So yeah, so 41K over here. Pretty easy to pump a 41K token. Does not take a lot of buy pressure to do that. Okay, yeah, cores are down a couple percent today. They're fine. Inca's trying to break out, but can't make it past the deadline. We don't hear any background noise on Hexius. Good to know. Yeah, I thought it sounded good. I just traded Dark for about 500,000 Pink Miss Whale. Now, you guys are going to see some crazy stuff going on here. Expect the unexpected. Hexy Armstrong, get your tickets. Get your tickets. I really like Homie Farms. Yeah, me too, Hex Monkey. That is a great place right there. Let's see here. How do you join the game? You just connect your wallet, and if it's in this part right here, you can enter the game. You just put your number of tickets down here, enter game, pay a gas fee, and your wallet's got to be connected, and then that will give you whatever number of tickets you want in the game right there until this whole thing fills up. once this fills up, the game starts. You gotta wait till the next one. So that's just something to know about right there. Let's go back to chat. Good question. Good question. Thank you. Yeah, AG Project.io. That was the pulse price. The pulse price in Pink Miss Well. So here's the dollar amount right there for the Pink Miss Well. And here's the number in pulse. So it would take 9 pulse to get a Pink Miss Well right now. It looks like, yeah, about 9. You used to be able to get a Pink Miss Well on one of these big drops for less than a pulse, and so now it takes about 9 pulse to get it. So yeah, if you're trying to accumulate pulse, that might be another way too, right there. Covered Bistro, covered those two. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are lovely, wonderful people. I can't imagine doing this journey with anyone else but you guys. Remember, what you do matters. You matter, and you are worthy. You are. Yeah, you guys are all incredible. We love you. And looks like some stuff's going on right now with the devs, so I'm going to jump off and talk to them. And could have something fun to show you guys in the morning. So enjoy playing that Pink Miss Well game tonight as it runs the way it runs. All right, ciao.